This is a Western Electric 2554 push-button phone with mechanical ringer. This phone, of course, has a story, as most things I own do. This was my grandfather's phone. The phone he had in his kitchen, on the wall. And I remember this phone distinctly because when it rang, and there were only a few times, but when it rang, it had a very, very interesting sounding bell. Not like anything I've heard before. This phone hasn't been used in about 25 years. He passed away in, like 94, 95 or so. I may have gotten this. We were going through the house and I said, can I have the phone? And they said, yeah. It's your standard phone. I have it partially taken apart here. You'll see why in a moment. Your standard handset. You know, pretty much in as-found condition. I just wiped it down quick. Hangs up, metal hanger, whatever you want to call that. Old school handle, just like the Cortelco here and the Armiger. You know, the old school phone handle. The best kind there was. They just worked. They were heavy and they worked. Now this has yellowed slightly over the years. You can tell here there's that light area right there where it would normally be hung up. So there, and also right at the top of the phone here, right above. It's probably hard to see on camera. There, it's showing up now. And that's it. They have the obligatory 718 area code there. There was no paper in here, though I do have the plastic cover that would show the phone number. And over here is I'll show you this way, the Flatlands Volunteer Ambulance Corps emergency business phone, you know, all that stuff. That was from Flatlands, Brooklyn, where they were. Ringer control is right over here. Not going to mess with that because there's really no need to. And like I said, I have this apart. The reason, I'll show you on the back here, this jack just gets stuck in any phone jack I have on the wall. It just gets stuck and doesn't want to make connection. I don't know what the deal is, so I'm just going to remove it and put a cord on it instead. You know, provided I do end up using this. The alligator clip wires you'll see in a moment. I have taken the two screws out and the cover comes off, although that screw is in there just a little too much, so I need to just unlatch that. Here's the inside of it. Massive fucking circuitry and everything here. Here is the bell. It's a single gong. Not too much to see here because the dial is in the way. I should have the screws on that loosened so I can remove it. There we are. And that comes out. Look at the honking fucking shit on this thing. I don't know what half of this stuff does, but it's here. And it does work, indeed, but because of that jack, it's screwed. So these wires are where the line comes in from that jack. So I'm going to hook a phone wire up to that, and we'll test it out. Okay, I have the wires hooked up precariously, as usual. I'll hang it up. I'll bring it here. And hopefully you can hear a dial tone. Now the dial pad needs a little bit of work. It needs to be cleaned inside the contacts. You'll see what I mean here. If I put the camera right by the phone and start dialing a number, especially the 8. You can hear it's not quite dialing the digits as it's supposed to. The reason that's occurring is because the way a DTMF pad works is it's dual tone multi-frequency. If you were to press 1 and 2 or 1 and 4, you'll hear different tones. I don't know what's playing right now, but there's 1 and 4, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 4 and 6. So it's a little wonky, but that can be worked on. But let me call it and give you the star of the show, the bell. Here we go. Really cool. This is probably standard fare for a lot of you. But it means a lot to me because that was the sound I heard when the phone rang in Grandpa's house. He also had another phone that was actually rotary, and that also had a mechanical bell. My dad has that phone. I don't know if he has it in service or not. I doubt it, but he has that phone for whatever reason. Maybe one day I'll get it or make a video on it. But it's here, and with a little work, it can be made to work just like it did. These phones never die. The old school phones are still viable today, thank goodness. They never messed with that. So anyway, just wanted to show you this Western Electric 2554. That was my grandfather's phone. Like I said, this phone hasn't been used in easily 25 years, and maybe I can put this in service one day. Thanks for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.